Hello, everybody. Just about ready to get started. We're starting at an odd hour. We're going to be doing a very long stream today. Now, I apologize. I wanted a count up timer, but I'm going to be honest with you, chat. I am terrible at figuring those things out. I couldn't find one very quickly before the stream. I have a countdown timer from about when the event will end. Hopefully, that for people that are looking to track where I am, it will be on the PSO screen. But I think from the standpoint of what we're going to be doing throughout the entirety of the runs today, I basically want to hyper-focus on one run like every 2.5 or 3 hours, like straight of just one run, and see where we go from there. Of course, if there are requests from the audience, if people are joining in, they're looking for a specific rare. I know, for example, I would love to do some Psycho Wand in episode 2 at some point. I will adapt. Otherwise, I'm just going to grind it out. I'm just going to get used to the runs. I'm going to get a lot of XP on my ult characters. And see where we end up at the end of the session. So let's go ahead and jump into the game. I think we'll start off with something simple, something easy. I'm thinking we'll pause the music first. But I'm thinking we'll probably do some frozen shooter runs. For people interested in getting some frozen shooters, let me know. But again, if there are people out there, good luck if you happen to be running the event yourself. For context, for people that are not live on stream, if they happen to be watching the VOD later, we're starting at 2:30 in the morning. So, ooh, bright and early today. So we're gonna pick green ID, not because necessarily it's the best ID for the farming. Welcome, Chris. Were you interested in some frozen shooter runs, Chris? I was just about to get started with a classic RaMar start for the farm. Oh, cool, it's 24 hours. If not, I'll just do single player. I just need to know, Chris, before I make the game. I don't think this character can handle multiplayer solo. Gotta get ready for a doctor's appointment. No problem. Hopefully you feel better, though. Please get some rest, Chris. So I guess we'll talk about, not necessarily the run. I think people have seen me done enough of this run. Let's talk about the preparation for the 24-hour stream. So I would say, personally, I made sure I went to sleep early. So I adjusted my sleep schedule the night before. That way I'm not coming into it starting at like 2 a.m., for example, and I didn't sleep that day. So I did sleep just before here. I didn't sleep as long as I would have liked, but you know, that's... I think that's true for most things. Aw, sorry to hear you're still feeling sick though. Yeah, so I think the goal with it is just making sure I have something to occupy myself with, because I've done a few 24-hour things before, just not like streaming. This would be a first. So I think the goal with those kinds of things is to remember a few key things other than adjusting the sleep schedule. Food. At some point, I'm going to need food. So I actually prepared several meals. I was actually cooking. That's why we started at a weird time. Pretty much the meals for the rest of the day. I'm not waiting on delivery. I'm not waiting on anything else. So I have cooked enough meals that it should be good. So that's out of the way. Now, in terms of the, you know, the sanity breaks, we will be taking breaks about every, say every 3 hours, maybe not on the dot. That'll give me a chance to stretch, refill water, etc. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I really need for it. I mean, we gotta pray to the internet, the internet gods that it decides to stay connected. Aside from that, I don't think there's much else I could really do with it. One thing I know that's gonna happen as I play through the game is I'm gonna gloss over some of the items. I'm probably gonna miss some things because that's the natural side effect of being fatigued. I want to make sure when we go to end the runs that I do the runs that I can just basically autopilot. So I'm kind of teaching myself the muscle memory now to do Forest, because I might end with Forest. Alternatively, I was thinking, honestly, TTF, I need something where I could just brain off for like the final 2 or 3 hours of the stream. Which is good, because PSO is very much like that. Order level 20, I don't think I need that. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and just clear all these Hildelts. I was gonna say, if we had a mod on stream, I would say almost every time we do a run, honestly, I would love to do polls, whether or not we're gonna see any rare monsters. I feel like the doubters would make a bankroll, but I don't know if anybody would actually bet that I come across a rare monster at a rare monster hunt. Yeah, so this is doing 2 things. One, I could be doing, I believe it's White ID, has more of what I'm interested in, comparatively. But I want to level this character, so if I could get this level, if I could get this character specifically a few levels higher, I'm gonna be very happy with him. And I'll stop complaining about him. So I will do it at least until this character levels. And then from there, I have a decision to make whether I want to switch over to the White Ranger, who also got a sizable amount of levels this anniversary event, and complete the runs for the rest of the stream hours. But we'll see. From there, I know my next big hunt will be Heaven Striker. So whether it's odd beat or even beat, I don't think it really matters for me personally, as I'm probably going to pick Green ID into it, which will be my Fomar. I'll probably play some Blue ID at some point, episode 2. I'm pretty sure I can handle Respective tomorrow with it. I would have preferred to have Hell, but I don't think I have the luxury of that. I think I'll wait for Chris to be there for that. And I may or may not ask for the Hell handgun back, because I think I'll need it. I don't need it right now, though. So the beginning parts, I think we'll be focusing on episode 1. We might rotate into episode 2 after that. We'll see where we are on the odds or evens. I'm thinking we'll do a mixture of odd and also event clears to try to get Heaven Striker. And ideally, by playing Green ID on a couple of these, I'll also get some V101 opportunities. Yeah, at this point, I'm feeling pretty good. There's too much I'm looking for here at the moment. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to get Milo Eula probably before the end of the run. Speaking of which, I'm going to open up the kill counter so I can get an idea of how much XP this run is. So I do like to look at the numbers. We're already sitting a little over 60,000 for the run. The question is, how much more than 60,000 are we going to get? Are we going to get 70,000? 80,000? Because I needed 280 to level. A little earlier. Already at 62,000. That's pretty good. And again, this is a run it feels like he's pretty good at. I think a couple of people in the stream mentioned before that Ranger's pretty much really good at Forest, and I think I'm gonna agree on this one. I think what helps with this in comparison to like Mines is there's not really like a huge threat, and me not being able to debuff people doesn't really matter. But I feel like if I'm doing like Ruins or Mines, I'm definitely really worried about this specific character without getting some big upgrades. Or, you know, if he ends up with Red Ring, I guess that would solve his defense concerns, I guess, also. So we'll see where it goes by the end of the night. I mean, it's gonna take a while before he could equip Red Ring, but at least I'm at a point where I could say, hey, tried to level him. Yeah, it's like, his defense is 944 right now, which is, it's okay. Like, if I put D-Roll shield on, he's at like 1143. I actually got D-Roll shield specifically so I could survive mines. Like, I'm not kidding you. I don't know how much you've seen it on stream, I don't recall. But I was like, I cannot survive Sinnoh without D-Roll shield. I'm not even gonna bother. I just take so much damage and die. Where the other one, I can get hit a couple times and then like trimate out of it. It gives me a chance to play the game. Yeah, I had to go for like the best possible shield. Like, it was so sad. So honestly, when people were talking about virus armor earlier, I'm like, yeah, I could see myself using it on this character. 'Cause I'm definitely tired of getting murdered by Sinnoh. So we'll see what I end up doing with the gold badges by the end of the event. So use virus armor on the Humar. It's pretty solid. If you're playing endless, it's actually a really good choice. Because there's a lot of challenges where the challenge is to not take damage. So it's actually like meta good. So it's like, I have a purpose for it. So if I wanted to do endless with my Humar, for example, I could just make him immortal. And him being able to debuff people is more important than buffing his own defense. How badly do I want the materials? I guess I'll pick them up. Yeah, so if I'm playing single player, for example, and I'm using Red Ring on my forces, I literally cannot fail the damage challenges outside of set damage. Multiplayer, I can still get hit in ruins, but literally anything below ruins can't hurt me in endless. For those that didn't see on screen before. We're getting 87,000 experience. Okay, so 4 more of those quests in this character will level. So that'll put me at 1150 ATP. His defense is still not max. Base defense, that is. What am I doing money-wise with him? Oh, he does learn. He loses money pretty quickly. Alright, so I'm gonna have to make sure to pick up Meseta. But essentially, I'm gonna have to go to the bank at some point. Pay to win is real. I think next time we go to town, I'm just gonna put like 500k, so I could just autopilot and go from there. I'll still pick up money on the way. Slower eventual loss of cash. Oh, even without Shifta, what a beast. See, it feels good to be at above 1100 in Forest, and you clear it easy. Oh, I'm so happy. There's just certain damage thresholds, like as I said before, like, I feel like 1000 is where you start to clear Forest decently well, and then like 1100 is like, okay, Forest is a joke. And it's mostly just due to things like Charge and Berserk, where like, you'll start killing with just all heart attacks, for example, at around 1000 ATP. You'll kill in like 5 or so hits. It's not bad. If you have a shotgun, it doesn't matter. I mean, these guys die almost instantly, and I'm sitting at 1144 plus Shifta. You can see that they're just dying over and over and over. If I just had a little more ATP, I would stop missing. See how there's I'm missing by like 19 or like 20. just shows like if he just had a couple more levels, then he would just always free clear without needing to crit. See, I missed by 4 health on one of those shots. Like, I really don't need that much more in terms of levels, to be honest with you. To clear Forest, specifically. Yeah, Hugh Cass was already sitting at like 1400, because he's the monster, of course. So he feels super good to clear. Pretty much up to Ruins. Yeah, I think like my preferred thresholds are like... I guess the lowest I would maybe go is like 950 if I've shifted D-Ban. Then like 1050 or 1075 for caves. 1150/1200 for mines, and 1300 hopefully for Ruins for feeling a good clear in single player. Of course, if you got really good weapons, it'll go lower. Like if I'm using a Baran's launcher, I could get away with like 1150. It really just depends ultimately on your weapon of choice. But those are preferred for speed clears. Just to be clear, not I need 1300 to beat Ruins. It's more I need 1300 to beat Ruins extremely fast, so I'm not wasting my time. And I could get there with Shifta, because I'm also not counting Shifta, by the way. So you could put yourself over those thresholds for sure. Yeah, some of it comes down to personal preference. Like, I just find that there's certain enemies that are kind of annoying in Ruins if you have low ATP, specifically like the Indie Belras, and that's why I don't like to run it there. You could compensate having lower ATP, of course, with, I would say good use of demons. So if you don't want to just go pure ATP, like how I'm doing pure Charge Arm here, like in theory, if I'm having trouble with Hill Delts, I could demons them. I don't think it's worth it, but you could do that on things you have trouble hitting. Where like the pan arms are really annoying. So there's certain enemies you'll just always have to bring a weapon for. It'll save you time. It's like Gertabulu. There's just some enemies that are just very annoying. You try to tackle them with just pure ATP. I always like to say the minimum ATP I'd like to use when I'm in a more geared character is 800, so I can use Excalibur, but it is really true. It is true though. So again, it all just depends on your gear. But I'm assuming like no charge arms and stuff like that. And I make those numbers. I feel like when you have charge arm and stuff like that, subtract 100 from the numbers I said, and you can probably get away with it. Oh, Excalibur. What a weapon.
Perfect mayhem!
Hello, Cerulean Skies Live. Thank you for the raid. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully if you were playing PSO, you had good luck with the event. Yeah, we'll be doing a long stream. But for people interested in playing, just let me know. We're doing single player because a lot of people that I normally play with are sleeping. That is the downside of the 24-hour event. But we'll get into the hours where people will join. That'll be probably towards the end of the event. It's due to the time zone differences. Ooh. I feel that beautiful experience coming to us, chat. Look at that, almost averaging 200 experience a second in single player. Feels pretty good. Not even fighting bosses. Off by 48. This is what I was talking about before, chat, that ATP. Weapons have a damage range depending on the weapon. And man, oh man, when you low roll on the weapon, it feels terrible. Speaking of feels terrible, I almost can't use charge shots anymore. I gotta go restock. I don't know if you saw that, I was down to 3k. I was double checking that number in the upper left. Like, no, we really do only have 2600 left. That's so sad. Wow, not a single rare. Oh, PSO, you're so fickle. AO streaming with my friend Golden on CS. Counter-Strike? Hopefully that went well, Yahiko. Oh. Okay, that also makes sense. I was gonna say, normally I see it like CS:go. Read that as a game name. So fun fact, I'm terrible with acronyms, so you'll have to give me context clues. Like the game visuals? Nice. It sounds like a fun time. I'm gonna drop these items, because I did not mean to pick them up. We're gonna go into our bank. No. we need more money than that. Come on, there we go. You're playing Ghost Trick. I like that game a lot. I've thought about streaming it, honestly, for Spooktober. I'm not gonna lie. The only thing I was worried about was the translation of the touchscreen controls to trying to do that on a PC kind of thing. I will not spoil in case you have not played it before. But I love the detective theme. Yeah, there we go. Let's sort our inventory. True. So yeah, that's definitely been on my radar. I've been wanting to go back to that game. Because I'm not usually into, like, the puzzle games, necessarily. Because Chad knows I am bad at puzzles. But I had a good time with it. Yeah. So, I would give that game a recommendation. It was nice. I don't feel like it overstayed its welcome. I feel like the challenge for me was just right. I don't know about people that are super into puzzles. But, I would recommend. Glad it's finally getting some recognition. Yeah, I feel like I don't know many people that played it. You know, I haven't exactly been asking if people have played it before, but it's not a very common game, I would say. Like, for example, I'll hear more requests for, like, things like Phoenix Wright than I'll have for that game. But I probably put more hours into Ghost Trick than I did, like, the Phoenix Wright games. We'll get these things off of me. It makes me want to put on the soundtrack to the game. Specifically, the one where with the dancing detective theme. I feel bad I forget his name. It's been many years since I played. It's like the like the bell jingles. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm feeling the detective theme. Let's go. I like vaguely recall some of the names. I want to say like the dog's name was Rocket. I want to say the detective was Cabadera, but again, it's been a while. Missile, aw, close. Yeah, well, I'll have to play it on stream, definitely. Oh, I got the detective name right. There we go. Oh, don't ask me how to spell it. Like, I'll take if you say that's the name, I won't fact check you. I'll agree with you. That's the spelling, sure. Oh, little dodge there. No worries. It's okay. You could do the option select. If you spell it wrong, you go, oh, darn, my phone, typo. Is this an online game? Indeed it is. So, this was a very long series, I would say, for Sega. Question mark? It's been existing since at least the Dreamcast. They remade this game many times. Across to the GameCube, into the PC, etc. We're playing a private server currently. I could play with people online, I don't know anybody that's online at the moment. So we're doing some solo until people hop in and go, I want some games. So we're gonna be doing a very basic clear, but by all means, I love talking about random things. And Ghost Trick is definitely one of those random things that needs more recognition. All three theirs is there, yeah. That's a good option select. You're like, oh, darn, I missed the letter. Don't elaborate. Don't elaborate which one. Who wants the thing? More or less. I'm one of those old school people. I abbreviate nothing. I will give you the paragraphs. People have probably seen my comments before on YouTube on specific videos. I read essays. I don't think when they send the work because they all sound the same. You know what? I was watching an interesting thing on the... Get rid of this. Why am I getting stun lock? Game, please. On like why this like kind of like the English word and the weird ways we spell things. I think I agree with them in general. I think a lot of words just don't really make sense. The letters we use to spell them, and I think a lot of it has to do with like adapting from other languages. But they're adapted inconsistently. So it's just like it's like good luck trying to teach people some of the right spellings. It's like there's randomly silent vowels that sometimes we hard pronounce, and just I think there's a famous comedy sketch going like trying to spell comb and like bomb and tomb, like how all those different words sound similar, but they have like none of the same letters. Those kinds of things. No, I was gonna say, I had a feeling people probably saw that one. Sometimes I end up getting lost in the YouTube shorts. I accidentally leave it on. It goes for like hours. I'm like, oops. Come on, let me get through. This is awkward. Okay, they let me out. Okay. I got out of jail there. And that's why we have high defense. I was not in the right position and I got punished. I deserve that. Yeah, when it comes to those kinds of things, this isn't before. We're pretty open to random topics, by all means. I'm able to mostly read chat as I play. I do apologize if there's some delays. So, by all means. I guess to go back to... You're the same when you stream? Yeah. So, going back to the Ghost Trick playthrough, I'm curious. Are you playing with people that have played before? Are they going in blind? Get rid of these guys. You remember a little of the story? Okay. Always nice to be able to re-experience things for the first time if able. Nice, nice. Rid of that guy right there. Rest in peace, my money. Every time you see that little text Meseta minus 200, I'm doing literal pay to win back in the Sega Classic game days. I'm slowly losing money every shot. Totally worth it. Just want the speed clear. I don't know, chat. We might have to start having like in-chat counters. So this is another quest with absolutely no rare monsters, which is what I'm looking for. So sad. Oh well, we'll still finish the quest. Yeah, I remember most of the game. I'm one of those people, I remember faces, I remember images, I remember some events. But you ask me names, it's over. I almost never get it right. It could be something I'm playing, I will forget the characters' names. And I'm like, I know you did X, Y, and Z, but I'm so bad with names. It's all over. Speaking of it's all over, where's... Oh, I can't pick that up in inventory fold. You hate names? I'm so bad with them. What's the end of the quest? Hold on, we'll do a classic game name. Are you ready? I roll my fingers across the keyboard. That's our game name. There we go. What a classic. That's the other way if you could tell if I'm in the game. If it just looks like utter nonsense for a game name, it was definitely me. I just roll my hand across the keyboard. So I'm like, yes. We are venturing forth under the party name of Wugatsibul. Like, it just one of those things.
You're wide open.
Thank you for following, Yakuko. Appreciate it. Yeah, I definitely want to go... I'll go check it out for sure. I'm not just saying that. Like, I am actually interested in Ghost Trick. I'm just kind of curious what people do from, like, a setup standpoint, and it's always nice seeing people try that game out. Try to follow when you join. No worries. There is no pressure to follow or join anything on my stream. Enjoy the emotes. Pseudo voice acting. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was literally going to be my next question. As I know for me, people like it when I narrate the different characters. So I try to get into character a little bit. Although I feel bad because I don't think the microphone picks up some of the stuff I want, but it is what it is there. Just do silly voices and it'll be entertaining. I have a few like set character identities in mind. I think it'll be good practice for when I do like potentially Phoenix Wright later. I guess loose spoilers, I'm probably gonna do Phoenix Wright this year. Loose spoilers, it will probably be at Christmas time. People that play know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you gotta get into it. It's a pretty easy room. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. I think that is definitely the goal for my stream going forward. We're trying to get involvement with either the mods or other people on stream, inviting them on the voice chat. At some point I'll hop into my own Discord for voice chat for stuff like that, but it'd be cool to do full playthroughs. For sure. Ooh. I actually want that red handgun that just dropped. Ooh, 3 AM for you. Same for me, same time zone. Rare enemy. Hold on, chat, hold on. I need to concentrate. Rare enemy. Focus is here. Will you finally drop what I'm looking for? The moment of truth. Oh, I got one. Yeah, run is done. Oh, that was easy. Wow. Within 4 tries? I'll take that all day. I don't care that it doesn't have hit. Mine. Usually stream 12:30 to 4 a.m. Ooh, that's pretty late night. For same time zone, that's very late night. Do you have like a night shift? I'm even more late. I don't normally stream at 3 in the morning for sure. We happen to be off today, so I decided why not. Yeah, I'm normally like a 9 to 5 worker, so I definitely can't get away with super late night. But definitely, I'm gonna keep your name in mind. In fact, I will try to write it down as soon as I'm done with this. It's a potential raider, because I'm normally finishing around 12. Oh, just stream on the weekend. That makes sense. That checks out. Let's see. Do I need anything else here? So sorry, Escape Doll. I need to drop you. Okay, so it didn't come with hit percentage, but technically mission accomplished. Yeah, I'm usually like a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday person. I do early weekend stuff. Usually I'm doing stuff around like lunchtime. Then obviously I can't stream 9 to 5 if I work 9 to 5 the other days, so I just do it in the evenings. Yeah, that's cool. I'll try to keep an eye out for you. Although I might have to check my own bot. Another rare enemy. What else do I play? I play mostly RPGs. We're doing just a special event right now. I got another frozen shooter. What is happening? I was gonna say, Yahiko, you brought all the luck with you. I was having the driest of runs in this game. Literally no rare enemies, no rares. We're talking about Ghost Trick, and you've summoned all of the frozen shooters, which is what I'm looking for. So yeah, we play things like the Suikoden RPG series. We play East. We play kind of some action games or roguelikes on the weekend. Play Mountain Blade. I have a fairly big range. Oh, see, you like East? Yeah, I love East. We break that game so hard, Yahiko. Oh, it's like, what a beautiful game to break. There is pretty much no game we have not out of bounds at some point, except for maybe East Origin. I speedrun it. I think I only did a quasi speedrun once. We did like we did the joke New Game Plus of East 4, where you glitch through, and you go from the final boss fight. Oh, excuse me. You go from the beginning of the game straight to the final boss fight, clip out of bounds, and then re-enter the boss arena to beat the game. We did that one. Technically, I speedrun that one. It was like a 5-minute clear time from new file or New Game Plus. Not even 5 minutes. But it was pretty funny. And then we clipped through. We broke that game so hard that we were going back to the B boss over and over, and it was skipping all the cutscenes in the game. So we got to the final fight of the game, and if you recall, if you ever played the 4. There's the one NPC that heals you that's normally in like the northwestern portion of the map. We took them to the final boss of the game and they made us immortal. Yeah, Celceta. Yeah, I have to try going out of bounds in Origin. I didn't try very hard. Yeah, East 4 / Celceta. It's like Memories of Celceta, but it's East 4. I'll know what you mean if you say East 4. All good. And then Lacrimosa, I couldn't quite get the speedrun tech down. Flipping out of bounds in that game was really annoying. The way you would do it in a speedrun. And I didn't end up doing it on stream. I did it off stream and it took forever. Like, there's when you fight like that T-Rex with Sahad, when you first get Sahad, you're supposed to clip out of that boss arena, and I found that clip so awful. Every other trick in that speedrun is easy. That first clip is awful, because it's like all rhythm-based, and it's like almost a minute and a half solid of like jump cancels to clip out of the arena, and if you get hit, you start over, and if you're at the wrong height, you start over. So I felt like stranded there forever. But we also did Monstrum Nox. We did Monstrum Nox, and we broke that game hard. We broke that game hard. I felt bad for that game. We did like the, I showcased, I don't know if I went into a recording. I did it on stream though. We showcased skipping all the characters and going straight to like chapter 4. We did like that portion on stream. Let me think what else. Anytime there was like an outside area, like you might remember the giant desert area that leads to like the secret lab. We clipped to the secret lab before the end of the game. And we actually beat the secret lab before the end of the game. And the game got really confused. It was like, oh no, the bullfighter's been kidnapped. I'm like, that hasn't happened yet. I'm like, it didn't happen yet. Stop telling us the future. Or my favorite one was there's like the caravanners in front of the mountain. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Normally you have to wait until further in the game, and then you can go up the mountain. The game tried to tell me I couldn't go there because there were people there. I clipped so far out of bounds, I looped behind the mountain because it's not a solid wall, and then I entered through the reverse part of that cave. So I entered it by trying to leave from the inside, and then it put me in the dungeon. There's also the abandoned village, where normally there's like this secret bonus area. We clipped into that. We clipped into that when the thieves were there. Well, we could have done it then. I think we waited a little longer, and we got that really early. Oh, we broke that hard. Yeah, we clipped through the whole mountainside. I think there's clips on it. Oh yeah, that was so fun. Or like Memories of Celceta, we were swimming. We swam through the walls, because there's a weird glitch with water in that game where if you die while in the water and revive your party member and swap to them, you'll end up in the swimming animation. So we would swim through all the floors in the game. It's easier to do once you have party swap with more than 3 people. Then you can have one person always swimming and swap into them, and then you could swim through anything without needing to die with just 2 people. Yeah, we did like all that nonsense. We went through like the small area as large people and one-shot everything. We broke that game. Those games were so beautiful to break. I think 4, 7, and 8. Oh no, 4, 8, and 9. I think we're the most broken games. Like we absolutely broke the game. Did things out of order, skip bosses. We went back to them, of course. Do I know Golden? I don't think so. And again, a lot of this stuff we just kind of did on our own because like I'm used to kind of just breaking things. So I'm like, oh, like I had to be taught like the swimming glitch, but like clipping out of bounds in East, no, we did that on our own. All those weird little skips we did, I didn't look up videos. We clipped underground with like the dives and stuff like that. Also a big East fan. Interesting. We dropped the soul atomizer. So yeah, we did pretty much all of it blind. Just like I had to eat my words when I said I didn't like what's his name, Raven. And then I learned about his movement tech by just experimenting on stream, and I'm like, never mind, I have to take it back. He's the best character. Okay, no problems. Get some rest. Important to sleep, I say on the 24-hour stream. Let's see. Let's put this away. Oh, I never liked him as a character start to finish, but his movement skill was broken. When I learned how to infinitely glide with him by like doing like a certain backdash input, I was like, oh, this is stupid. What a character. I've a near infinite horizontal flight. Best character. Yeah, it's so fun. It's so fun once you get it. It's like really easy to do, but yeah. See you later. Thank you for stopping by. I did not mean to identify that. That's fine though. I don't remember what the max hit was. Was it 25? It was 25. So I went 15 and 25. Okay, I have numbers to keep in my head. I'm legitimately using red handgun on my Q cast, so for me that's huge. So I got not one but two frozen shooters, which is kind of nice. They don't have hit percentage, but they're kind of perfect for a character like a RaMar who doesn't need it, where all I actually want is damage. Alright. I guess at 15 and 25, so we'll leave it there. Okay. So, I was not expecting to actually get the items that soon. I guess I'll do a couple more runs, but yeah, run over. I definitely need to swap characters to put some of these badges away. That's definitely going to be a problem for later. So let's take a small break with this character. We did hit the level up, which is what I was going to aim for before I swapped anything. So didn't quite hit 1150, but he did get that extra accuracy point. Let's see how much he needs from Heavenly Arms now. 2-4. Ooh, still needs so much. Brutal. Yeah, got a little extra MST, a little extra defense. I think the health helps with the Sidos. So let's switch characters. See, the problem is I never try checking what C-Bank number it is. Let me close altogether, since I don't remember what the C-Bank number is. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's try to remember C-Bank 8 is the max. We're gonna go to our first character. We're just gonna take basically everything. And we're just gonna dump as much as we can into his character bank, so that way I don't need to worry about capping on grinders or mine materials. Whatever he can hold, he can hold. Even if it's just on his person, I'm okay with it. I just need it, like, out of here for the event. Sorry, people in Block 1. I promise you I will not waste this space for very long. It's just that when you're swapping characters over and over, it's kind of annoying doing, like, Block 2 if I'm just going to swap them out immediately afterwards. In the share bank, let's go ahead and take his items. Wow, we were about to cap, so I'm glad I did that. I don't need anything else in here, I don't think. Oh, I got a zeroed Holy Ray. Let's get rid of that, actually. I'm like, I at least own other Holy Rays. If I really want that weapon, I have so much better. It's just like the Silent Kite Combat with nothing else on it. I'm just gonna get rid of it. I literally have a better one. That frees up more space for the future. I'll get rid of this 15-hit Red Saber. Sounds like I'm gonna use it much anyway. Doing some minor cleanup, but we'll go back to the runs. Charge Arm is in there. Got 3 Lieutenant Mantles, which feels pretty good. Ooh, one of them has actually pretty high defense, kind of like that. so many level 20 techs. Yeah, we need a character I'm just gonna call, like, the Techer. And I think that's where I'm going to put all my high-level techs. Oh, he's capped on materials? That's kind of annoying. At least put these away. So he's at nearly 99 of everything from what I can tell. Oh yeah, I straight up have 99 on him in general. Oof. I'll put them back in the share bank and maybe put it on. No, I'll just leave it with him. This is fine. Well, I thought I was a little low on luck material. I thought I had around 50, but apparently I have more than that, so, or you know. Yeah, we'll do a few more runs with him. Again, I was not expecting to get that many frozen shooters back to back. I guess the streamer luck is in effect. Again, him getting more power, I'm also okay with. So I think he's at the point I would probably do episode 2 with him in the future. I think he's got enough raw defense that if we don't have like super high shifted deban, he should be fine. So I think what we'll do, we'll play until he levels again, and then I think we'll do another run. I feel like that's a safe thing to do. Then I should be at 1150, which has been my target goal this whole time. And all that extra hit points and defense will just make me feel better about bringing him into harder runs in the future. Let me think. We got frozen shooters. None with hit percentage, but we'll still consider that a win. If I really want ones with hit percentage, I'll just pay for them, I think. But just to complete the character, this is good enough. The other game-changing rare for me, I got a spread needle already, so I don't need to do spread needle runs. I mean, I could for the sake of showing what they are at some point. But definitely Heaven Striker. We're gonna be doing a lot of different Heaven Striker runs attempts. And maybe I'll go for another Excalibur? Maybe? Rip all my money though. Man, that first room XP is insane. I was thinking about if there's another enemy, and I'm like, no. Ooh, slightly too soon. Yeah, hard special kills everything here. Wow, what a difference. What a difference 10 levels made. The consistency is just so much better now. Feels so much better having near max accuracy. Especially Ranger Wall. Ranger Wall also the MVP, not gonna lie. I don't think I'd be landing the specials anywhere near consistently without that weapon, or without that shield. Shoutouts to Ranger Wall. Actually, I'm trying to think. When I tested it before, maybe I didn't have Ranger Wall, because I had a very limited numbers of them. That would also explain some things. Yeah, right now he feels perfect for this difficulty. So probably around level 130. With Ranger Wall, I probably would have been pretty fast clears. Obviously 150 is overkill. So it's nice to see. Come on, badge dispensers. I was gonna say, if nothing else, these are also just badge runs. Even if I'm not going for a rare, just get random badges. It's all good. Sure to pick up money when I can, since we're gradually getting poorer. I guess if I'm not gonna gamble that much anymore, I could just save it all for this. Our amplifier, sure, I'll pick it up. Easy peasy. Oh, just shy of killing. 716. Well, at least on the plus side, if this character continues to level, these kinds of runs are just gonna get easier and easier. Let's go. Get to the 1150 test ground. But sadly still needs Heavenly Arms. Oh, that'll feel good at high levels to get rid of Heavenly Arms as well. That'll feel real good, actually. Then I could keep like a cure unit on so I don't get hit by this kind of nonsense consistently. Speaking of which, is he using Heavenly Power? No, he's using Centurions. I would think from the standpoint of... For Forest, I probably don't need Centurion. I could probably just do Heavenly Power. The reason he has Centurion on is because I needed to survive Sinnoh, but still also deal damage. But if we're just doing Forest runs, that's I don't need the defense. 55 Heavenly Power, much better. It's also not bad against surviving Ruin hits if I do mess up, but yeah, not needed for Forest and Caves for sure. Those enemies are not as threatening. Not at this stat level. Yeah, we'll just complete the runs here. Let me think, what would I want to do next? Do I just play my characters in order of ID? What would I run on purple ID? Do I go for another V502? Do pod with them, technically. Or odd beats, though. Might consult the almighty charts. I know they have some good surface rare ones, but do I really want to play regular RaMar into episode 4? Or do I just want to wait for even beats? I did say I was looking for a dress plate earlier. I guess I could do the dress plate run. Mix that up with clearing tower. Might not be bad. So I am definitely hurting to have another dress plate, because if my RaMar has it, you could do caves if I just want to do like Shuren runs, for example. My Rawcast definitely needs it full time. If he's going to be doing Endless, I need to have that option in multiplayer to dress plate. I really do not want to mess around with that in single player. I had a lot of dumb deaths due to not having it. It doesn't make sense to give up 3 slots in order to deal with insta-death when I could just switch armors and just not get hit at all. Like the counterplay. Yeah, I'm happy that finally the Frozen Shooters gave something, because that was getting kind of crazy. We killed over... I don't know. I want to say over 200 total without seeing a single rare drop. And we killed 3 or 4 Hildetours and got nothing. So on like a 50-50 with 50% rare increase, that feels pretty terrible to miss it that consistently. That's fine. We are doing good. Let's go, let's go. 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. Not bad. We got several runs left in us. Possibly 6. We got a little more than 80,000, so it might be only 5 is needed. It said 83,000 or something like that, or 86, which would be enough to decrease, I think. Depending on what number it was. To buy all my money. I'm at 450,000 from 500. That's brutal. It's worth it though. Yeah, this is probably the happiest I've been with the character in a while. Where I felt like there wasn't really a point to be doing forest runs before. But now with the event active and an excellent anniversary quest to run, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll use this runs. I mean, the alternative was like Terrell's Ego. Just like, okay, but I could do Terrell's Ego with like any character. And if I'm playing multiplayer, I don't prefer, oh, do I prefer Force or Ranger for that, actually? Let me think about that. Maybe I do actually prefer Ranger for Terrell's. I take that back. I do like playing the Force in multiplayer, but I do think Ranger is just so bonkers with the Confuse Traps. Yeah, I think I'd prefer to play Rawcast into it if possible. Damage is nice. Hey, we managed to get a spell upgrade for him. Not that I really plan on using it. Basically, the only spells you see assigned are the only spells I bother to use. Just Rabarda for the freeze tech, Gafoe for stacking, and stopping charges. That's it. How's my synchro doing? 110? Okay, we'll try to fix that in this run. Yeah, our base ATP is so high, I'm getting the kills now. That feels good. We're not whiffing shots anymore. I have 91% accuracy with Ranger Wall. Feels good to actually have the accuracy to deal with this. It's definitely RaMar privilege. He gains like an ATA every level, more or less. Kind of bonkers. Yeah, like in this specific scenario, I definitely feel like this character is faster clearing than my RaMar. Technically, she could do more damage than him, technically, because she could lure them, right? Even if their stats are roughly equivalent, she'll technically be able to do more damage, but the question is, do you really want to spend time debuffing when you can just kill them? The answer is usually no. So it's nice that he's finally at a point where he is feeling comfortable. I don't know if I feel the same way in multiplayer, but man, single player right now, feeling pretty good. Off by 16 damage. Oh, what a heartbreaker. Every time you see it, just think, it's another 28 ATP, just another 50 ATP. It doesn't need to be like 1400 like some monsters, but man oh man, as he gets closer to that 1200, ooh. Forest will be ultra free. No RNG on any of the clears. What if this character is getting good enough that he could maybe do episode 4? That was my other question. Did I want to try to do episode 4 with this character? I mean, he's really good at demons, so Gerda is not really a concern. His ATP is decently high. The problem is dealing with the teleporters. How does he deal with those? He's got Frozen Shooter for Bird, and he also has Fireball, so he has all the tools he needs for those. It's just specifically the teleporters. Do I bring in a V5 unit to deal with them? Do I bring in a Partisan? And he's strong enough, he could probably do it. I know I have charged Partisans on somebody. It might be the Hugh cast. It would actually not be the worst idea ever, even if I just used it for normal strikes. I think it would be okay. Give a little money there. More badges, not too bad. Heal up, and then hopefully trigger the Rappies. Nice. The money, because I will definitely need it. Already down to 420,000. Oof. The charge arm is definitely brutally expensive. It's nice to see the representation of how fast you can go through money. And that's why we do a lot of episode 4 quests. Or the possibility of 100,000 lottery. Some people do box runs. And arguably, that's much easier to do. But I just figure while I'm doing rares, if I just happen to be using episode 4, I'm multitasking. So I get my XP, I get my money, and I get my rares all in one run. Like that efficiency. Plus episode 4 is just bonkers in general. Somebody's reached level 200, congratulations. I'm still trying not to hit level 200. I feel like if I do hit 200, I want to do it with basically all of my characters, basically all at once. So expect to see more use of my other forces, get them up to like 199, with just pause. I think that'd be a cool idea for a stream, but it is kind of sad not being able to play the Fonumin Viridian anymore at the same time. He was a very convenient ID. Enemies down, goodbye. Or Tri-Grinders. I will need those eventually. Or silver badges. I think this is probably the most badges I've gotten in any event. I think I've gotten around 200 before. But we're also not done with the event, and I think I've caught up to where I was 2 or 3 years ago. Because I also, when I did my first major anniversary grind, I didn't have a character in Ultimate. I think that was back in 2017. In 2018, I focused on a run, and I didn't pick up like a ton of badges. I got kind of unlucky. And I think 2019 was also solid, and then like the last couple of years were increasingly disappointing, so I spent less time on them. But I think this year's event was pretty good. I'm still sad they got rid of the scavenger though. I definitely built up a lot of enemy parts to get rid of them at some point. Well, hopefully they come up with another use for them, if not the badges. But we'll see. It was 88,000, interesting. So I think 4 more will level me then, if I'm doing math correctly, versus 5. This character will be sitting very comfortably at 1150. With the Sinnohs, extra defense, extra health. I'll try to get punched by them maybe at some point on stream, we'll see. But I'm at the point where levels start to get much slower, so getting through at least that initial part is gonna feel so good. Do I go for a Magical Stone or Arista? Do I go for hit weapons? I think I don't go for the Arista. I think I might just purchase another one. I think that's less important to get than some of these other things. But I guess that just depends on market price. If it's like 10 or more for it, I will probably just farm it myself. Why am I getting 40 hit Angry Fists. Get out of here. Where's my 40 hit frozen shooter? Like, seriously? That's not the thing I want the hit percentage on game. Can you imagine? That would have been like a 40 hit frozen shooter with 15 native, 15 dark. Would have been so sick. Like, absolutely. Oh, dark percentage is amazing. Oh well, a few more chances at a frozen shooter with hit percentage. I don't think Chris needs one without hit percentage at this point. I would prefer one, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I mean, that's what we have other events for with rare enemy up. You can also get Psycho Wand during the Halloween quests, so I'm not as worried about it if I don't get it this quest. I mean, it's nice to go for. I think the episode 2 quest was really easy to run. I would just want people for it. I wouldn't want to solo it. That was nice, seeing like actual episode 2 quests I would play. Sadly, they're seasonal. But hey, at least I know in the future. You know, there's some quests that are worth running in episode 2 that are actually fun. Statements that don't usually go together, episode 2 and fun, unless there's a word not in between them. That guy. Oof, I'm at 380,000 already. Charge arms, you're so expensive. I deserve that. I was ignoring that guy zapping me. We're gonna sort our inventory real quick. Drop the random Vulcan. Actually, what was my LNK at? Didn't even look. Oh, it's the one with 20% hit. Yeah, no. I can't get rid of that one. That one's too good. I mean, technically, I should probably be putting that on my Q-cast, to be fair. But it is just so fun on this character. Speaking of which. So accurate and decently strong. A good combo for that weapon. Welcome drop, nice. Hello, Radish. Hope you're doing well. Bye, Hill Delts. You are spectacular. That's good to hear. I mean, I shouldn't run out of money for this quest at least, but I am watching my money dwindle. It makes me a little sad. All that excess money for gambling gone. What have you been up to, Radish? You have a good weekend, Radish? Hi, Rappies. I wonder if I just try episode 4 with this character, see how I feel about it. But I'll need to give him a partisan of some sort. And at some point we definitely need to do... Oh, maybe I do some TTF with him later, actually. Now that his ATP is so high. Because now it's above my... Rocket Seal, and he's got Shifta. Maybe this would be worth it? I just need to give him a Heaven Striker. I think we're in business. Huh. Yeah, maybe I just start doing TTF with this character. Assuming he could get through Sinnoh. It's like I could definitely beat Falls. The Sinnoh I'm not sure about. See if 10 levels have enabled us to get Vengeance. Well, I guess 11 by the time I go to try it out later. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Let's do a little sneak peek of his power. And your first day of school. Looks like things went well, so congrats. Dodge that. Random alleged moth, even though it's definitely a mosquito. Yeah, I was kind of neutral about school in general across many years. It was interesting to meet certain people, and I'm definitely happy to have met them, but I don't know about the other elements so much. How useful or applicable they've been in my daily life. There we go, just a few more. He's gonna level, and then we're gonna move on to new quests. I think closer to even B. That should be interesting. I do love that I could just mash A to go into this quest. So convenient. Definitely the most autopilot quest imaginable. Like, what menus was I in? I have no idea. I just mashed A. Now we're here. Any other plans for the day, Radish? Any games you're interested in? Let's kill these people. A little bit of Penguin stream earlier, seemed happy. Always a good sign. Buy random moths. That was my alarm, my backup alarm to start the stream, if I wasn't already streaming. But don't worry, we're already here. Although I'm looking at the timer, I don't think the timer is quite right. 'Cause it should be 24 hours from here. That's fine. I guess that's the downside of starting early. Timer not quite right. But too late to reset it now. We're gonna let it live its life. The upper right. Goodbye, random enemies. Yeah, it's gonna be more like a 25-hour stream. Based on the time. Yeah, about 25 hours. 5 random hill bills. Alternating lightning is the worst. That's where you just wish you had the cure shock. Like, I don't think I could afford to get rid of much on this character and still keep his accuracy. Soon, though. Soon he'll be able to get away with it. Sure, I'll take the materials. Well, I don't think I'm gonna make another character this event. I thought about it, and I'm like, no. It's fast enough during other events. I feel like, you know, if you got a really rare bonus, like, yeah, the XP is 200%, but I'd rather use that 200% to push through the people that are more annoying to level versus, like, a force. It's like it taking, like, 4 hours versus 6 hours. It's not really a big deal to me. Whereas this character actually leveling at a reasonable pace in a quest that I can't normally do is just more important. Like 23, brutal. Shifter. I'll have to decide if I want to make... I have room for 2 more characters, and I think that'll be my hard limit. I don't think I want to make too many more rangers, but I could make technically 1 more ranger. Probably be a raw cast, and then a couple of forces to round things out, just to have all the force IDs, I think. I think that would be okay. If I wanted a Sky Force, for example, it would be the worst thing ever. Nasty crits. Star Amplifier, sure. We'll leave that one though. Oh, come on, how did that not trigger then? There we go. Ooh, photon drop. This is why we check the Rappies. I've been rewarded quite frequently. Already up to 4 photon drops today on this character, so that's a good sign. Rare Rappy, first appearance. Nice little cameo. What sounds when you shoot though? Quite something. I'd wait a bit to make sure my shots aren't blocked, but I'm just gonna commit. Yeah, another guard wave. The load roll low on defense is what I meant to say, just not that good. Chat did remind me it's technically worth team points. You should probably pick it up even if I just get rid of it. By guard wave. Yeah, I guess I could call this run a success. I mean, we're just seeing if we could get any hit percentage ones while the hit chance is there, and still say that we did a decent number of attempts between all of our other sessions. Even today, doing like a solid hour and a half, 2 hours of the run, that's not insignificant given how fast the run is. There's so many materials. You want to pick them up at some point. It's gonna try to save a little money there. Pick up materials while we wait for the spawn. No Hill Detours. Not bad. We'll dodge. Nice. Another 89,000 experience. So definitely should level. We're getting about 180 minus 2,000, 178. Only need 166 levels. That's pretty good. Just trying to menu there. Didn't register my pause. So got some souls. The plasma berry racks, and then we could get rid of that. Is there anything else I wanted to pick up while I was here? I think so. Again, we'll get 10,000 for beating the quest, which will delay how much money we're losing, but not by much. So the job doesn't really pay for itself, but that's fine. These, and maybe we'll experiment a little bit with this ID. I was thinking about if I wanted every 3 hours to be one specific character, but I don't think it needs to go to that extent. Like, technically I'm done with this character, but I might see if I could do a different run with him. Red ID, I guess if I wanted to run Surface Cannon Rouge episode 4, I could do that with the Hue Conceal. Every 3 hours should be one game. Nah. Sorry, Radish. It's gonna be all PSO. Also, that's kind of annoying to set up for that many games. That's a lot of scenes. That, to me, that's way too much prep. So I'm like, hard pass. More Angry Fist, don't need those. Yeah, like, I will not be playing, for example, like Mountain Blade or anything today. It's gonna be PSO until the event ends in about 24 hours. I'm curious if when it hits 0, if they'll keep counting, because if so, I'll just reset it later. Yeah, in like 12 hours, it would, you know, 4 to 6 hours, I could switch a game. If I did like 4 games in 24 hours, that wouldn't be too bad. But doing like 8 games, that's a lot of sources to manage. I don't want to update my stream deck for that at all. I think the thing is if they're all on different systems, it's less bad. So if I had like PS1, PS2, Sega Genesis, and like a PC game, that would be okay. You enjoy watching me? Glad you enjoy it, Radish. I was thinking at some point in the future when we gotta unlock our weapons, we might do the 2 games at once challenge. We did that for what we needed to level in Tales of... about to say Eternia, wrong game, Fantasia. And I decided that because the grinding in the game was so mindless, I'd just play a beat-em-up game while I was playing the other game with the same controller. I like those kinds of challenges. Although I'm not sure what I would pick with PSO specifically. So like PSO would be in the bottom right-hand corner, and I would be playing something else. The only downside to PSO is the only run I would want to do that with requires me to actually be able to watch the TP. say, if that didn't kill them due to damage range, I just did a follow-up shot. We're almost done with this quest at least. You might see it one more time during the 24-hour stream, but probably not for Frozen Shooter. I could say that we got the item finally. These things. These. Like rappies. There we go. Oh, nothing of interest. I'll still take the money though. So mostly whenever I see these groups of enemies, the little white penguins, more or less, I'm looking to see if there's one that's like green and yellow. That's the rare version. Otherwise, if the giant hulking beast, I want to see a blue one. Which we did see today, so we managed to get the item from this run that we've been doing for a while, but weapon stats on it were very mediocre. They weren't all zeroed at least. It's not like I got a completely useless weapon, but definitely seemed better. Oh, I targeted the wrong group of people there. That's so sad. And get my opportunity to shoot the rappies, aka the penguins. Wow, I'm down to 270,000 Meseta from almost 500,000. Charge arm, please. Stop making me pay out. Well, there we go. Rare. Okay, big moment. Are we gonna get the rare? It's allegedly about a 75% chance. Will we see it? Come on. Yeah, we got the rare. It rolled terribly, but we did get another rare. So, technically the run has been a success. We passed the enemy RNG. We did not beat the weapon RNG. Oh well. But hey, at least I have Frozen Shooters for all my Rangers now. Bronze badge. There's still more opportunities to get it before the end of the run. So that might not be the only one we see, but it's very likely it'll be the only one we see. Yeah, that went much better than the last time we streamed it. We went almost 2 hours last time and not a single Frozen Shooter drop for anybody. So it's good to see that. And Magical Stone is just a complete bust in general. That's to be expected. That is a harder drop rate. Nasty. Okay, final wave to have the rare monster. No. Random, but how is my high school? I wasn't a fan of high school, if that's what the question was. As I said before, I like the people I met for the most part, but I don't feel like school was the greatest for me. I did well, graduated in like the top 10% kind of thing, but I never really liked it ultimately. I was gonna say, I mostly just have like horror stories when it comes to the school events. Not a fan. I was gonna say, I think I had enough of school at a very early age, way prior to high school. So I went into it very jaded, even as a kid. I was just like, listen, I already know most of this is not going to apply to anything that I do. It's not going to inform me of my opinions on certain topics. For the most part, that was true. There's a lot I learned that I have forgotten because I just don't need it. Don't care. You know, there's some interesting takeaways from history class, but that's about it. Like, I would say when it comes to critical reading and logic and reasoning, when I was younger, I read books on my own versus stuff that the school did. So I don't feel like I got anything specifically out of those kinds of classes. Remember, there was like a, I think it's called LPAT, the Extended Learning Program for the Academically Talented. And I remember going into it and I'm like, wait, so you're telling me I can volunteer to have more homework by joining this program? And I quit. Your Wi-Fi's messing up? Sorry to hear that. I'm like, wait a minute. It's like, I don't mind there being extra lessons. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, you want me to actually do things once I'm at the house? Not a fan. I always find that very interesting, comparing like how many hours you spend in school, in particular for like the European countries. I mean, if I recall correctly, like Denmark and Sweden, I think they have like only 5-hour school days, if I remember correctly. It's definitely much shorter than the US time, for sure. So I found that very interesting. So I know Sweden tops the list of like the happiest people, blah blah blah, and I know they have very short, very short school days comparatively. So I always found that very interesting. In hindsight, of course. Yeah, I'm on like an unlimited phone data plan. I kind of had enough of like worrying about the hours and limits. I do enough on the phone that it's just like, yeah. I'm gonna cap out if it's gonna be dependent on my Wi-Fi or something else. Those days are over for me. Like, listen, I'm in my own house, but if I have any internet problems, I better be able to use my phone. Don't want to worry about rate limiting, those kinds of things. Goodbye, Brennan, I'm off this. It has been useful, because I do listen to podcasts and stuff like that, and I don't necessarily download them ahead of time. So that has definitely been useful. Versus, like, situationally useful. I still have, like, warnings on my phone that tell me when I'm going near, like, the 8GB old cap. Hit them fairly frequently, because it resets monthly, of course. I'm like, at least I know I'm taking advantage of the plan. Even if I am at Wi-Fi on home. Probably be still don't. We'll see whenever Radish is back. Not sure if he had specific questions for me. I mean, it's not bad to turn PSO into an Ask Me Anything, to be honest with you. I'm half tempted to turn that into the stream title. I'm like, I'm gonna be doing very simplistic runs. There's really not much to say about it. It's mostly self-explanatory at this point. Forest is easy. And we're so close to leveling. Gonna feel so good. Yeah, I want my RaMar to go from like a regret pick to like actually legit again. There we go. Another bronze badge. We'll pick that up in a second. They block some of the rappy shots. Oh well. Sorry, I was thinking of stuff from previous streams. I think somebody was talking about positioning. And I was thinking my internal thoughts were, or you don't need positioning because you have DPS. It's like, I don't really need to learn how to do this run properly when you kill everything in 3 hits. It doesn't matter for me to memorize the positions at all. But sometimes all that really matters is level ups. I mean, like, who cares about hoarding those in the right order when you just kill them like that? How close am I to max defense? Closer. 1151 ATP is pretty solid. We're gonna leave however much money he has on him for the future. Yeah, 468 base defense, pretty solid. 400 plus shifted D-band at a high level. Pretty good for episode 4. So I think this character would be able to face tank for other players in episode 4, given his defense total. And he doesn't even have red ring or anything, which is nice. I mean, not nice that I don't have it, but nice that his defense is good enough. These things. Okay. So his runs are technically over. I want to try 1 or 2 things. I want to see how he feels on TTF now that he's leveled. And I want to see how he does in episode 4. Then from there, I'm going to make a decision based off of who's here. And we'll switch to a new style of run. But I think with like an hour and a half solid of these runs, so I'm pretty satisfied. The fact that we're up to 17 silver on this character is insane. We just make sure we have items to do both of those runs. We're going to identify the frozen shooter. Up to 25% should be the highest. So if I do want to make more rangers, I now definitely have enough frozen shooters. Game, please. There we go. What is his frozen shooter that he's using, by the way? Oh, so I literally found an upgrade for him, technically. It's kind of funny. I mean, I probably will be using frozen shooter on Sinnoh's, so I will take the, what was it, 25% towards it. Could make a difference. Frozen shooter is decently ATP'd. Got a demon laser. Oh, Gungnir. Oh, he's got an Asteron belt. That's one of the things. Okay. That could work over the charge item. I don't need it right now, but it's good to know it's there. Needs anything else from this? He has all my work in progress mags if I ever feel like mag feeding again. See, he leveled all these Kalki mags. So if I get really, really bored, I'll go back to him. He also has mono grinders on him. Yeah, we need to move these to somewhere else. Back to the share bank. Do I have any other crazy frozen shooters? I think we'll deposit our other frozen shooter, because we literally just have one that's slightly better. But technically he got stronger. Welcome back, Radish. I need to bring with me Cannon Rouge. As ABs. Excalibur. I don't think I need... Well, do I need E-Relay Shield for the nose? 47 mono grinders is something. Okay, so the only thing we need is a Heaven Striker, and I can do this run. Do I have a spare one in here? I don't. Where's my spare Heaven Striker? I have two. I know one's on my Rocket Seal. Who has my other one? Is it still on my Purple Ranger? Yeah, I don't see what I'm looking for in here. That's unfortunate. I do have Vyash Minikov with 15 hit. That's actually pretty sick. So let's see. I guess I could give up his Gatling gun for now. And I have Frozen Shooter, which I don't really need for this run. I'll give it this anyway. We're gonna get some grinders out of here and axe it. Otherwise it would just be weaker than normal. Do that now. Oh yeah, speaking of which, Cannon Rouge is only +2. I think we can make a Cannon Rouge better. And it definitely has to go beyond +2. I refuse to believe. And every point of ATP matters, since it has percentages. Just free damage. Okay. Okay, Cannon Rouge. I have Excalibur, right? I don't have Excalibur. Let's pick out Excalibur. And we need to figure out where our other good item is. Okay, so let's switch to... Be my Purple Ranger that has it? As I said before, I only have 2. I would like... Ideally, I would like at least 6 total, which is a little greedy. I'll settle for 3. That way I could keep one on the Rocket Seal, and she can give it to the Rawcast. I can leave one on the first page between the green and the Purple Ranger, and I can leave one on the final page with my White Ranger. I think that would feel good. We're gonna ult backspace. Just let me know, Brownish, if you have any other questions. You wanted me to repeat something specifically? I'm on the hunt for a boss weapon, so I can actually do something. You got most of it? Nice. This character did have my Heaven Striker. Good call. I mean, if somebody wants to join this game, they can. I'm just gonna exit immediately. Oh, do you have any hell weapons? I should check. So I do have other charge arms. Okay. Take one of those. See what I'm looking for, though. Oh, Hell Handgun with 65 hit. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I thought I gave that one to Chris. I gave him a different one, apparently. Never mind. We're in business for episode 2 later. This is actually huge. 65. It's not a ray gun, but it's still really good. So, take these. These away. So yeah, maybe I can just do seabed runs with that character. Shopkeeper. I don't know what GYAT is. I'm almost afraid to ask. Oh, because she had the mind mag on. That makes sense. Let me put it away. I don't need it at the moment. Swap into this. Alright, so we're gonna alt backspace. I'm gonna switch back to the other ranger and do it. Used for being thick. Oh, okay. I'll take your word for it. I was gonna say, that kind of lingo is completely lost on me. Different generation. Yeah, I think I got everything I need. I just need to get the other gun out. We'll see how quick this character can do runs. I feel like I've commented on Cold Echo before because we were playing that PS1 game before. I could expose it to other people. What I'll do, now that I'm not doing that run over and over, I'm gonna do a couple runs in Block 3. Sort it out. So many weapons in his inventory. That's gonna feel so awkward. Also, I only +7 the frozen shooter. Did I miss? I thought I did 3. Oh, I did 3 instead of 4. Never mind. That's fine. I realized I did math wrong in my head. I needed 4 +2s and a +1, not 3 +2s and a +1. Oh well. Let's see how Towards the Future feels. Can I actually kill the Sinnoh without dying? How much do they do if I have Ranger Wall over D-Relay Shield? This is just more for my personal reference. For the first enemy... Oh. Let me get the other gun. That's awkward, because I wanted to use that as a timer at the top, but... Big mistake. We're gonna go back for Heaven Striker. That gun is so good. But before, it is a run-defining item. If I don't have it, it's literally minutes longer on the run. Did I not put it in the right bank? Why don't I see it? I'm so confused. Did I put the other mag away correctly? I did. So I put the mag away correctly, but I didn't put the gun away. Well, that sucks. Because I definitely don't see it in here. That is unfortunate. So I gotta switch back. Annoying, but whatever. Yeah, okay, I just didn't put it away at all. Unfortunate. Sorry, people that are looking Block 1. I'm back here again. But I promise you it will not be very long. So yeah, we're gonna do TTF. I'm gonna see how I do with the Sinnoh room. I already know I can kill Falls. I could kill Falls at level 130. I could kill Falls at 150. Nothing really changes there. I could still get one shot by Falls, which is annoying. But not the end of the world. See, I might need to start taking out these techniques because they are starting to eat up a lot of space. Whatever. Once I have that gun there, and also this kind of time loss, weapon swapping, is exactly why I wanted a Heaven Striker. So I don't have to think about who has the weapon, especially if I take breaks. I'm saving minutes of my life, just never needing to swap ever again. It's getting to the point where I would pay to not have to swap ever again, even if the weapon stats are terrible. But hopefully we can find our own Heaven Striker. That way we don't need to do that. Let's go ahead and collect the gun and start the run. So I think the right choice is to start with probably Heaven Striker, swap into Charge Arm, kill every enemy there. We're so poor now. This is so sad. I lost almost 500,000 Aseta so far. Like, almost going on 400,000 with how much I've been collecting. It's kind of brutal. Yeah, one of each of the staves goes away. There we go. Now I have the gun that makes the run. Technically weaker than Cannon Rouge. It's so much stronger than Cannon Rouge at the same time. Use Excalibur on that poor worm boss. Let's not immediately go to Forest. Try this again. We are towards the future. So we're gonna fight a Hildelt first. Or if we're lucky, it'll be a Hildator. We're gonna kill that. We're gonna Charge Arm literally everything until we get to the dragon. We'll switch to Bazooka. I could Excalibur its feet. I don't know if that's better or worse than Cannon Rouging. But we have not quite enough ATP to kill with 3 shots without Shifta. If I were to do this run again, I would pause the Shifta. Make sure we get the kill every time. Make note of that. We'll equip our Charge Arm now, where we could just play delete an enemy. Destroy these boxes. Kill a majority of these enemies almost instantly. Little dodge. Give us some money, because we're going to lose money every time we do the run. Okay, so no Hildators there. That would have been lucky. So technically, I'm still looking for Frozen Shooter when I do that. We're going to switch over to Cannon Rouge, aka the Bazooka. So if I aim the Bazooka well, it should knock out the dragon in 1 shot. If I don't aim it well, it'll take 2 shots. Now there is some, not RNG, but there's some unfortunate side effects of the dragon. It going side to side means it's easy to miss the center shot, because your tracking might end up going towards its head, and its head might not be aligned with its body. Ooh, that's so damaging. Wow, we're doing 2,000 a shot, so in theory this should die in not one hit, it should die in 2 shots. Yeah. Okay. We'll take that. Rather than swapping out, I think that just makes sense. Excalibur probably would have been like a normal power special, or power special, no. Power special versus power special I think would work. Because I need to do 2,800 damage. Excalibur could probably do 1,000 per special, if not more. Definitely if it crits, it'll be higher. Take the Mono Grinder to fix my Frozen Shooter. Okay, then we have a lot of enemies I need to kill in 1 hit. Gonna see if I missed anything. I didn't miss anything. We'll go through the secret doorway. The secret doorway will spawn a single target. I think Heaven Striker is just the right choice. Then we're gonna go into another room where there's a lot of annoying enemies, and then the Lily. We're gonna kill the Lily with this gun. Then I think after that room I need to switch to a shotgun, since there's more than 1 target I need to kill. That was a pretty fast kill. Trying to think ahead. Then I need this gun to speed things up later. We'll do... Actually, I don't even need the special attack there. I could just do triple power. With this, I should definitely use special on. So I'm going to do power, special, special. Not quite able to kill. That's what I was thinking was going to happen earlier. Unless I triple special. Which can miss. Yeah, there we go. So I'm thinking around 1200 ATP is what I need to not have that happen. Which I think is in the realm of possibility with this character. So I just need more levels. It'll save me one shot is what I'm saying. It's not that the run is not doable, but anything that saves me time, it would be appreciated. So since we're waiting for this enemy to spawn, I might as well rebuff. That'll kill him instantly. So now we need to hope to RNG that the game feels pity on me and decides that it wants to give me good RNG. So good RNG, I have invincibility. It's very heavily in my favor that I'm gonna get invincibility. But we've been incredibly unlucky before. Also, I just realized, do I have no escape dolls? I gave them all up earlier. Oh, that sucks. That is gonna suck for falls. That's a problem we're gonna have to deal with in the future. We got good RNG. I forgot to actually keep my Cannon Rouge out for free hit. I'll do 2 shots here. Because we're invincible, I could just do this strategy and the boss is dead. If I'm not invincible, I have to actually pay attention to my health and I'll get attack canceled randomly by it. It'll be annoying. So by having good luck, it makes that boss fight faster. By not being hit. Okay, so here's the concern. How good am I at killing these Sinnohs? So I have a stronger frozen shooter. Oh, that's not bad at all. Also, how those other lasers missed me, I have no idea. I feel like I deserve to get shot by those robots. Their lasers ended like pixels from hitting me, and that was not intentional, but we'll take it, I guess. So 5 shots is actually pretty solid. So thank you, machine percentage, saving me some ATP. I think it's still faster to use Heaven Striker here. I'll probably do that if I were to do this run again. Now here's the question. If I Heaven Striker him, can I survive getting hit by a Sinnoh on the way out? I don't have any escape dolls, so this is going to be kind of risky. Otherwise, it would just be no risk. Let's see what happens. Okay. Oh no. I got really lucky and I definitely should have, I 100% should have died from that. 100%. I don't know how I only got hit once that entire time, but we'll take it. I should have been hit like 4+. Got them out of sync slightly. That sucks. Oh well, this is what we have Spread Needle for. Alright, so the hard part of the run is over. Like, that's the room I thought for sure I would die in, but I think that went okay, even with me messing it up. So I killed the red Sinnoh quickly, but I was in a really terrible position. But then it was also a good position somehow, because the enemy didn't punish me. I don't know. I feel like I had mixed takeaways from that. Interesting, I can't one-shot that with the spell. That was one thing I wanted to try. Okay. There are way too many lasers here. This is actually insane how many things are shooting at me. Please stop. Thank you. Okay, we also need Spread Needle for this fight. I'm gonna rebuff. And have a die fluid. Yeah, definitely need to figure out Sinnoh Room, but it's good. It seems I can kill in 3 hits with Ranger Wall. The downside is if I'm in a bad position, I still could die. They're doing about 300 a punch. Survived 4 hits in a row, which is pretty good. This gonna be a good opportunity for me to build meter. I might actually not bother with spread arm or charge arm here. The idea being that I'll get Shifta. Didn't swap fast enough. That's okay. Oh, that actually works. Huh. Somebody mentioned before that you could use Cannon Rouge to shoot the monitors. So that's interesting. It's definitely easier in single player than multiplayer. Are you serious? Gonna give me the only one I can't do anything on? Like, I have to dodge this. Okay, worst RNG. Red Needle's still insanely strong. Yeah, still killed the boss. I don't really need to swap there. Like, I could save like a couple of seconds on the boss fight, but I also wouldn't have built up like 12% on my blast gauge in the upper left. I don't have a good weapon for popping all of these at once, because Cannon Rouge is very limited in range. Been unfortunate. Alright, so here I should probably Frozen Shooter, because I don't have a freeze trap. Oh, worried about that. Hate that so much. Maybe one more blast shot would be fine here. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you, high accuracy. Alright, so I definitely want to Heaven Striker. I almost have enough to Mag Blast, which is actually pretty huge. Nice little minute there. By going to one side of them, I'm more likely than not to make them face me, so if I just immediately go to the other side, I can get by them without them being able to do anything. That was a really nice two-shot. I'm gonna go ahead and Cannon Rouge these while I'm here. A 40-hit laser, man, if that had actually had any attributes, that would have been amazing. 45 A-Beast, 50 hit, would have been kind of sick. Prefer Dark, though. That's still fine. We're down to a single target. I could just Excalibur him. Excalibur was the right choice. I don't think Heaven Striker would have killed there. Now we're gonna go back to Heaven Striker here. We're gonna rebuff. And I guess we go to fight the boss. I got invincibility, which is nice. I'm going in with no escape dolls, which feels pretty terrible, not gonna lie. I'm gonna drop the random Gladius so it's not in my inventory. I don't need that messing up my menuing. I'm already not solid at it. I don't need another thing to mess me up. Oh, interesting, it stayed in the battlefield. Okay, so Heaven Striker is so strong, I could do my quickest attack, and it's still one-shots. That is the definition of a run-defining item. So I could very easily dodge these. And that was so fast compared to if I used anything else. Because double-shotting means, you know, more things have the opportunity to reach me. I could miss. Ooh. I think the fact that I missed twice means I can't do the strategy I was looking for. Really sucks. That's what I was worried about. So if I had a Heaven Striker with hit, I would be able to actually just kill this boss without it being able to hit me at all. So finding one with any hit percentage would be huge there. Because I was only off by about, I don't know, not even 10%. It was not by very much, I'll put it that way. Because I think it's a 90% chance to hit, and keep in mind it gets a bonus to that. So think about if I had even just like a 7 to hit, it probably would have been high enough for me to consistently hit that. Forget how much I take from that. I'm gonna heal. About 600-ish, that's fair. I'm gonna do that to dodge the spell, and also buff. I might get hit by the spinners here, but totally worth it. Fortunately, we're gonna have to move over. As I said before, once you're done dodging, just go back in front of it. Okay, that was a pretty clean phase. I used my Mag Blast to dodge a spell. I baited the spell direction. Proof that I know how to deal with that. I will want to heal or I'm gonna die. We're going to... Out of range, unfortunate. Please give me Mag Invincibility. I think I got it. Ooh, not good placement of the boss. That's a good placement, but then I missed still. Sucks. I'm gonna have a little more invincibility. It's not gonna last, sadly, long enough to dodge these. That kind of sucks. I have to be careful here. Crits could kill me. Escape dolls are preferred here. Just don't get crit. Trimate, we have to dodge this. Dodged it. I think we're past the scary part of the boss. I'm gonna heal. I should be able to win here unless we get really unlucky. Speaking of really unlucky. Wow, that was a lot of misses back to back. That really sucked. I'm just gonna close it out with normal strikes. Okay, I think the run went fine. I still don't quite know what to do with Sinnohs with this character, but at least I felt pretty good about that clear speed. We are the hero. If I did get Red Ring off of this, it would be insane. So just did it randomly. We did not get Red Ring. We got Moon Atomizer. So about 15 minutes. That sounds about right for me in single player. Like, there's definitely areas I can speed it up technically. The final phase of Falls, it's like plus a minute, minus a minute. Like, there's so much range. I think I had a pretty good arena wraparound phase, but I had a pretty bad follow-up phase because the boss didn't stay near me at any point, so I couldn't switch to Excalibur during basically any of those hits. So it was like mixed. I'll call that average luck, where it was like a long cycle, but I couldn't really take advantage of it due to how the enemy moved. If they had stayed at least on the half of the side of the arena I was on, it would have been okay, but they kept going full screen. Oh well. Well, we did it without escape dolls, so nice to have a deathless run. So yeah, that 219 does make a difference. So we're going to restock and then I think try episode 4 with this character. And this might be one of the last things we do with the character. Then we won't play him for the rest of the night. I think he served his purpose. I think it was a good proof of concept run. I'm otherwise pretty happy with how we got through forests and caves. I think switching to Excalibur on the last enemy was good. With that character, pretty much. So I'm just happy. We even got a decent amount of XP for clearing the quest. So honestly, if we did more TTF, I'd still be okay with doing it with this character. A rank, he's never happy. He's just not happy. He's not good enough. He didn't earn the S rank. Roll your eyes, like whatever. Okay, so now I want to see how he does in episode 4. So I think in the future, if it's rare up and I'm waiting for people, I would feel pretty confident about doing solo TTF runs with this character. I felt pretty good 10 levels ago. I feel really good now. I don't feel like his damage was really lacking in any phase. The only downside is, as I said before, if I somehow got a Heaven Striker with hit percentage on this character, it would be so broken in multiplayer. Because the only thing stopping me from the fast clear, I think, with falls is that I keep missing, not due to player skill problems, but due to just RNG misses. And just 10 hit, which, is that the lowest hit you can? Well, I guess technically you could roll it poorly. I think the minimum hit you would be able to get is 15, which is 8 or so more % than I need. So I would be able to very consistently heavy special all phases, which would be a big time saver. It's basically like dealing double damage, if you want to think of it that way. And that tends to be at least 2 minutes of the run. It might be down to like a minute 30 or a minute 20, which is huge when the run is only 14 minutes or so long total. But anyway, let's go to Desert. Let's see how we feel. I probably need a Partisan. Mentioned that before. I could just use Excalibur. Yeah, let's try it with just Excalibur, see how we feel about it. How hard will this be? Okay. I mean, okay, well, actually, no. These guys will determine how hard the run will be. Ooh, they do a lot of damage to me. Okay, question. If I do this, how much do they do? Oh, that's much better. Thank you, D-Relay Shield. Listen, if I'm not going to be berserking with this... There we go. Thank you, D-Relay Shield. So I think if I get Virus Armor later... I think I'll be able to do it. The sad part is because I'm getting knocked down, I don't think I could do this run consistently. He should still be able to clear. And his accuracy is really, really high compared to other characters, but I need to be able to survive the Goron detonators. Was that Escape Doll? It's actually really fortunate. I need one of those. Yeah, because I'm going to be taking random blows all the time. That feels really good, comparatively. Now that they're dead... Yeah, if I normal power, or even all power attacks if I have a Ranger Wall, pretty consistent clear. This is not bad at all. In multiplayer, I'd be able to get away with the charge items, for sure. Also, this enemy is very annoying. Speaking of which... Don't mind me, just going to risky laser shot. I'm gonna do that to dodge the dive bomb. I really missed those shots. Game, please. Gerda-Bulu. How much damage do I do to Gerda-Bulu? Not bad. Oh, I don't have demons. Whoops. Player error. Yeah, I need demons. That was a player mistake. I thought I had demons. I mean, I can just Excalibur him if I want to, but it's gonna be a war of attrition. This is fine. Oh! I didn't think it was gonna freeze me there. I thought it was gonna do fire attack. That scared me. Don't do that again, Gerda-Bulu. Okay, we're gonna teleport back for demons. Because getting in close to melee this feels kind of terrible. Not gonna lie, it feels pretty bad. On the plus side, we almost have Bank Blast. But for these enemies, I definitely want to Charge Arm. I just gotta bait them into jumping at me first. Okay, this should be good enough for attacks. Ooh, 600 shy. Unfortunate. Yeah, I don't feel like his ATP is quite there for these. It's close. But those extra shots make a huge difference on that enemy in particular. Please stop dive bombing. Okay. So now we have super buffs. And this is gonna allow me to go back to town and get a demons. I need that for Gerda-Bulu, or Gerda-Bulu's gonna take eternity to kill. In fact, I might just leave now. No. Let's leave after we kill this thing. I'll take these. Game, I want to use the teleporter. Thank you. It was not selecting the teleporter. It made me a little concerned. Okay, just need I could use Demon's Ray Gun. Let's just use Bringers though. Okay. Gonna make my life much easier. Let's continue the run, but this time with a new weapon. Native percent Excalibur is kind of tempting, just to murder these satellite lizards. Because I do use it very often to kill them. This Excalibur. This sucks. This combination of enemies is terrible for the RaMar. What do I do about this? I need to be able to shoot them, but he's gonna drag me in repeatedly. I think I need Cure Freeze. I don't think there's a way around this. It's a really annoying matchup to do, actually. I have two things that could just lock me out of attack, Shock and Freeze. Freeze will result in me instantly dying if the others are attacking me. If it was just the Gerda-Bulu, it wouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna have to heal with Dimates. By this. So I might quit after this room, because I don't find this kind of fight fun. I just find it more annoying. So, okay, so for my own reference, he can handle everything except for Gerda-Bulu when it's paired with other people, so I don't want to do this quest. He can definitely clear underground if I want to. So anyway, let's showcase the... Did I not take it? What? I thought I selected the demon handgun. Did I not grab it? That's annoying. I guess I didn't pick it up even though I looked at it. Must have hit the wrong button or something weird. In which case, I'm gonna slash lobby, because that would be faster than doing anything else. And we're going to put away our items. We're gonna play a different character. So, episode 1 TTF, good. Episode 4, not for solo. Multiplayer, maybe. Solo, absolutely not. I need to have enough slots to have Cure Freeze. And due to needing Heavenly Arms, and also needing defense to not explode to the Goron Detonator, I think that would feel good. So let's not waste our time with that. These away, don't need this. This, don't need this. Yeah, because once the Marissa start hitting you with the freeze, it's just kind of GG. And also having bad defense when they do the stab attacks is not good. Let me think. Who do I want to play next? Clock? The clock is even beat. I was thinking. Did I want to give any send-off runs to him since we're coming up on 2.5 hours? Yeah, that's fine. Let's do... I guess we'll go in order for now. Let's go to Purple ID. She has so many hours played. You can tell which characters are my serious characters. If they start getting the 200 region, I put in a lot of time with them. Therefore, I'm very comfortable with them. Compared to some of the other characters, I played for like 20, 30 hours, maybe. What run do I want to do with her? Do I do... I guess I just do some episode 2 runs, right? Yeah, let's do that. So we'll do a brief send-off. I guess I can pause here since I'm switching characters for YouTube. I'm gonna keep going. I don't think I'm quite ready for a break. But from the standpoint of YouTube, that'll be it for the RaMar. So if you are watching up to this point, thank you again for watching. Hope to see you in the next part.